Hello everyone, we are back with another entry for the crime diary. This will be entry number 7. And per usual, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also hit that notification bell so that you will be notified when new content is uploaded. In a February 5th, 2022 press release, Corsicana Police Chief Robert J. Johnson stated that at 12:06 a.m. that day, a 911 call came in stating that a known suspect had killed his own family. And that suspect was 40-year-old Kevin Milazzo, who cops have identified as a career criminal with a lengthy history of violent crimes. And I'm talking more than 24 criminal charges. Kevin Milazzo also called 911 shortly after midnight, telling dispatchers that he had killed his family. Now, court records show that on February 4th, 2020, which was a Friday, the suspect's 21-year-old son, Joshua Milazzo, was taking his father to a mental health facility for treatment when they both were reported missing. When officers arrived to the Corsicana family home, they found the suspect's stepfather, 68-year-old William Mims, and the mother of the suspect, 61-year-old Connie Mims. They were both deceased, unfortunately, and records show that their bodies were riddled with gunshots. Law enforcement officers also found 2 other family members who were injured with gunshot wounds, one being the suspect's son, whose name was Xavier Milazzo. Both victims were transferred to a trauma center, which was in Fort Worth. It was later reported that on Monday, the family decided to take Xavier off of life support, where he later died. It's also reported that law enforcement received another 911 call on that same night from Kevin Milazzo's ex-wife, Patty Freeman. Navarro County Sheriff officers responded to the second shooting, which was about 20 miles outside of Corsicana in Frost, Texas. There, the bodies of 21-year-old Joshua Milazzo, along with 4-year-old Hunter Freeman, were discovered. Patty Freeman was also found at the house, and she suffered multiple gunshot wounds, but she was later reported to be in stable condition. 4-year-old Hunter was Patty's son, and as far as records show, there was no relation between Hunter and the suspect. Court records show that Patty's 5-year-old child did witness what happened in the Corsicana home, but was left unharmed, thankfully. And not much longer after the family massacre was discovered, law enforcement was able to track Kevin Milazzo down using GPS. Law enforcement then contacted the monitor service to the vehicle he was driving and was able to shut the engine off. SWAT then surrounded the vehicle as it came to a halt, where they discovered the body of Kevin Milazzo with a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Kevin Milazzo was treated at the scene, then transported via ambulance to a nearby hospital where he later died from his injuries. Records show that law enforcement did find a handgun and a rifle in his possession, and the handgun is suspected to be the murder weapon. While law enforcement are still investigating what could have possibly led Kevin to massacre his whole family, I think it's pretty clear that he had some issues. It was on December 18, 2020, Kevin's mother, who was murdered during this incident, posted to Facebook asking her friends to please pray for her family, especially Kevin. When people commented asking her what was going on, she just stated that Kevin was very troubled and that Satan was attacking him. The Corsicana community was shocked and shaken to their core once they heard the news. The pastor of the church that William and Connie Mims attended stated that they were just a very sweet couple. Connie always went out her way to help others, and she just doted on her sons and her grandchildren. And this is just a very sad situation, especially when children are involved, and it irks my nerves when a suspect does all this damage to the family and then takes himself out as well. If you want to leave this earth, you have every right within yourself to take your life, but you don't get to make that decision for others. You're leaving behind just so much heartache and it's not fair to the surviving family members. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell because new content will be coming soon.